I hate when people go on Ancestry.com. You know, they go on Ancestry.com and there's like, I just found out my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was on the Mayflower and he's the fucking captain. It's like, shut the fuck up. First of all, that doesn't reflect you at all. Nobody cares. Doesn't make you a better person, a more interesting person. Clearly, all of our ancestors were just trying to survive, do the best job they could. You never hear anybody bragging about something, you know, normal that most of our ancestors ever did. You never like, I just found out my great-great-great-great-grandmother was on the fucking Mayflower. She was a waitress and she, you know, she dropped something and she got fucked by the captain, so I'm kind of also related to the captain. But I found out when I was 10 years old, my dad told me the most consequential event of the 20th century was World War II, and that one of the most consequential events of World War II was the liberation of Europe, D-Day, June 6, 1944, and that my grandfather was there. So I said, can I go talk to him? Can I go talk to him? He said, no. Your grandfather suffers from this thing called survivor's guilt. Why did he survive when his friends around him were all killed that day? So if he wants to talk about it, he'll talk about it, but if he doesn't, he won't. So I said, oh, fuck, you know. So we used to go see him every Sunday. Finally, one Sunday, my dad said, hey, Robbie, Grandpa wants to talk about D-Day. I was like, what? No, yeah, just let him do the talking. So I went in there, and I said, Grandpa, you gonna tell us about D-Day, June 6th, 1944, the liberation of Europe, Omaha Beach? What was that like? And I'll never forget, he told me.
Well, I was sleeping in the morning. And since the Amerikaners started attacking, I said, mach schnell weg, they are coming! They are coming! Herr Hitler was right! They are fucking coming! Ich habe eine große Schwanzluke und roten Dicke. So we shooting. Killing as many Americans as we could. But there was too many, and then the fucking Canadians start fucking coming. Luckily, we had booby traps, so bombs were going fucking off, and arms and legs, American arms and legs were fucking everywhere. I picked them up, I threw the American arm and the leg, but there was too many. Finally, we ran out of ammunition. I threw down my weapon, put on the woman's dress, snuck into Belgium, sucked a few dicks, but I survived the war.
Wow, I know. I understand what you mean by survivor's guilt.